Okay, you guys, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back on. My baby gone. I just had to give her that attention, okay? I had to give her that attention, okay? So y'all come back in. Y'all come back in. And I'm not gonna stay on here long because I gotta run. But I gotta be out of here by 1. But I want y'all to come on back into the room if you don't mind. Y'all come on back into the room. And I'm not gonna be on too long, okay? Okay, you guys, my baby gone. I decided to come back in just for a few minutes. Um, hey Gina, your choice, Toy and TV. Hey, too pretty Miss Kitty. You know what? I had just told somebody, I was like, I'm gonna have to go looking for Too Pretty Miss Kitty because when she stayed gone too long, yeah, I know something ain't right. I had not been seeing you comment. I had not been seeing you in the chat. I was ready to put out an APB on you and figure out what was going on. Um, I came back in to talk about Stephen. I had never heard of CMG Breezy, okay? And I'm not being accusatory as it relates to CMG Breezy, but I had an epiphany when I saw that. Looking at his interviews, he has a channel, and I don't know, some things that we've learned, and being able to physically see him, it's just kind of put some stuff together. Things are kind of coming together. Um, but I wanted to come back in here and say something about that. I'm gonna give some more people the opportunity to start getting the notifications so that they'll know that I'm back on. Okay. Hey, Holistic Wellness. Holistic Wellness. I saw your email. I don't, as a matter of fact, people get mad at me. I don't look at. I have to make myself check my emails every day because I don't check them every day. I love you too, Miss Too Pretty Miss Kitty. And they be saying, I know you saw my email. I'm like, I don't check my emails like that every day. Okay. Hey, Hero Fix TV. I'm gonna give everybody a few more people the opportunity to start coming in. But I just wanted to get on here and talk about this in the wake of looking at CMG Breezy. And like I said, I'm not being accusatory, but it just kind of gave me an epiphany because in the wake of what we was talking about earlier about these hackers and a lot of these vloggers feeling like they are untouchable, and it is because they have some type of machine behind them, right? And looking at and trying to understand where some of these Hispanics came from and how they're so intertwined with a lot of these black vloggers that are on here terrorizing people on YouTube as it relates to hacking and things of that nature. And I was looking at CMG Breezy. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, we back, Cypress. Okay. And I wanted to show this. And I'm not being accusatory as it relates to CMG Breezy. Like I said, I just had an epiphany. Okay. I want y'all to see this. I want these cuckabug heads to see this too. I want these cuckabug head niggas, these cuckabug head Negroes that sell out their damn community for a damn cheeseburger. They let them give them temporary housing. They get apartments and shit, houses and shit all up in their name that they gonna take as soon they gonna go to jail anyways. Okay, that they ain't gonna have, that they can put them out at any time. They put them in a position to make temporary money, but it's more money than what they've ever made. It's temporary because in the end they lose it all. They set them up. But I'm looking at CMG Breezy, right? And CMG Breezy is a Hispanic, and you see that there's a Caucasian man on the other side of him. And I'm not being racist by any means necessary, but I had an epiphany of how all of these black men, because rap was created in the black culture, how black folks have allowed other people to hijack what they have going on and give them crumbs, and then they take the fall, because these black bloggers going to be the one to take the fall, because they're the ones, they're going to say that, well, I was hired to do this by, this blogger. Ain't nobody, CMG Breeze and them got money for lawyers or people of his kind. These black bloggers, the ones ain't gonna have no money for no lawyers when they brought before the law, because they are. But they set black people up all the time. And I ain't got nothing against CMG Breezy or nobody else of any other race. But it's amazing to me how they hijack our culture and then send the black folks out to destroy other black folks to do their dirty work. CMG Breeze and them and people like him, they have a job to do. So we get these cuckabug head crumbs and get them to go and terrorize YouTube. It ain't gonna trace back to us, because they ain't nothing but a bunch of crackheads and junkies and criminals anyways. If they try to pinpoint us, hey, all we got to do is say, we ain't had nothing to do with that. Who gonna believe them? They already got a history of being in and out of jail. They already been pedophiles and things of that nature. But it's a damn shame that how they get black people to go against each other and take each other out. And look who's gonna be leading. When you have black guys that were engineers and things of that nature, now we see what's going on, right? So now we see why so many these cuckabug heads just so happy to be able to have somebody behind them so that they can violate other black people. They ain't thinking about the whole picture, which is the reason why I can't wait till these cuckabug heads take their motherfucking asses to jail, because black men have become too stupid. Not all black men. Okay. But I just think it's a darn shame what is going on as it relates to the music industry and who is behind a lot of this stuff and the people that they use. A lot of these vloggers ain't no better than the crash dummies on the street. Then they're getting these vloggers' ears and some of these rappers' ears, people like that is really looking to take over the rap culture, and it's slowly doing it. They ain't gotta hijack it, they give it to them. Black people be willing to give any other culture, teach them anything they know, as long as it ain't another black person. If it's another black person like Dolph get ready to try to, take over an industry. He wanted to get into, owning a distribution company and things of that nature. Black folks get jealous. Other people of other races see that he is a threat and can do it. So they'll egg up a nappy neck cuckabug head nigga to go and kill him. And they do it. And who got to go to jail and take the fall for what Dolph did? Nothing but a whole bunch of black folks. Okay. Dolph being dead didn't just benefit the jealous people that wanted him dead. It benefited a whole lot of people. Yes, it's a bigger picture. Okay. But it's a darn shame that they can get black people to go and do it. That jealousy. That demon of jealousy. You taking out leaders in your community, people that's speaking the truth. If we take her out, nigga, you be the only person on YouTube. Fuck, nigga, you gonna have your motherfucking ass in jail. And the person that's backing, you know that. Okay? It ain't no way that one person can own YouTube. And then black people, I don't understand what's for you, you gonna get. Me being on here, another person being on here couldn't stop that. If I get her off of here, they'll see me and not her. That's the mentality. That's the slave mentality of a lot of our people. And they got people that's giving them crumbs in the background because they see that I'm a threat and gonna put the truth out. We can't buy her for no crumbs. She don't need us. We'll. Hey, young blood. We'll hire you a hacker. You'll hire me a hacker, man, and I can violate them because all black people want to do is violate other black people. Yeah, we'll hire a hacker. This nigga gonna be the one to go to jail, and who the FBI looking at? Them niggas. Who gonna go to jail? Them niggas. Who gonna believe them when they say that somebody like CEO Breezy or CMG Breezy or whatever hired them? Okay. Because CMG Breezy them, and I'm just saying, I'm not saying that he's involved, but I'm saying people like him, they got money for lawyers. He ain't gonna want to be connected to him, especially with the stuff that's going on here, how big this scheme is on YouTube. You think he gonna be caught up, even though somebody like him, even though they put the battery in their back and paying for a lot of this stuff with a lot of these cuckabug heads that they think ain't shit anyways? Okay. And it's amazing to me, even with a lot of these Hispanic hackers that they have, you don't see any of those black people that they working with over in the Hispanic sector. They not gonna go over in the Hispanic sector and cause no issues. If they do it, they'll get another Hispanic to do it. But it's a dishonor, a disgrace to get a black person to work with them to destroy anybody in their community. And I can't be mad at them for that. But all of this stuff started to come together. And somebody in law enforcement told me, you know what, as far as that hacking, you looking at the vloggers, we looking at who's behind it. That's the reason why it takes so long. And I had an epiphany when Stephen mentioned him. I don't know why God made me go and look at him, but I just had an epiphany when I saw it. Okay. I got back on here for that, child. Even though my grandbaby had started up, child, I had another client call me, and it seemed like when I started talking, she really started screaming in the phone. And then her daddy rang that doorbell. I said, God, you sure is good. Okay. Michelle says, flip a man name ringing, and they keep on singing. My girl T done pop back on, and Miss T, that's Gotti A&R. Absolutely. Yes, it is. I had to come back on. I had to see with the. I'm gonna just say this. I got to get spiritual for a minute with the type of prayers that we've been putting into the atmosphere. My mother has been getting up every morning at 5 a.m. because she look at a lot of these demons on here. Okay. My mother is very gifted in the spiritual too, and she'll say, "Oh, that's a dangerous, evil person too." Okay. I've had my pastor and them been getting on here, putting some stuff into the atmosphere. And then when I went to Bible study, okay, my pastor allowed all of us to come into agreement when I got up and spoke about what was going on here for speedy justice as it relates to a lot of these injustices that has been going on here. And when Stephen brought his name up, the reason I had an epiphany is because I know God is working. And I know the investigators and they have to work with the FBI and things of that nature. And they go, it's a process. You already know how this goes. You know, investigative work is not microwave. And I understand, especially when it's big like this. But when you know, Stephen didn't know. I don't know. I just had an epiphany when he said it. Okay. And I just know God is working some things out in the spiritual. People shouldn't get on YouTube to be terrorized, to be violated, their personal information, their family's information, hacking into watching them in their homes, have to worry about their little grandbabies and stuff being kidnapped because they're selling their pictures to the black market for money. Okay. Black men have lost their mind and black women on here. Okay. But I had an epiphany. I thought something, and that was something that came from out of the spiritual realm. Okay. God is just bringing a lot of things together, because when you got a whole lot of, people that is praying, it can't be. God says, with two or three agree, I'll be in the midst. The weak ass bag dropped that bullshit today, taking shots at. Now, what was you saying? I couldn't read everything because y'all know I was trying to give my grandbaby one my attention. Okay, and I had to give it to her. But you were saying something about Moneybag Yo. And Duke, man, you funny. So you heard the shots being taken too, huh? Too Pretty Miss Kitty said, why payment not going through? What payment? Too Pretty Miss Kitty. You guys make sure you hit the like button. Tell me what you're talking about so I can check into it, because what I do know also is that some of these vloggers with the hackers that these record companies have hired for them, they'll, all they want is they'll try to have them to hack in to try and mess with your members and things of that nature. And Duke, man, you funny. So you heard the shots being taken too, huh? So what did Moneybag Yo say? He was talking crazy, Miss T, making it seem like Newski was Dolph Killer and all. Well, how he explained it, you would think that. Oh, wow. Mm. Oh, wow. What did he say? He said, for real, facts. Oh, wow. Hmm. He said Newski had on a hoodie and mask, so they ain't know he pulled it. I said, wait, hold the F up. Oh, wow. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. It's sad. They put everything in the music and then they get mad. Great Face says Key Glock knew Newski did it. I mean, I was thinking that when you said that, Great Face, it he might have, if that's true. But then I thought twice about Newski a little fat, so he could have been too big to have on that hood and mask. I think what people need to understand is that, like, the videos and stuff, the pictures that was put out, and they do it, all police departments do it, and they do it for a reason. They put out certain pictures for a reason. Um, Police departments are known to do this. If there was, let's say, if there was four shooters that was out there, and this is how they get down to the nitty gritty of who knows what happened. Let's just say if there was four shooters out there, they can edit the video. First of all, that the way the video was, I'm sure that it was edited to take out anybody that was standing around that could have been a witness, because of the high profile of the case, how high profile the case is. And if there was four shooters that was out there, because there were other cars out there, we know that, right? They could edit it and give to the news media to, edit it a certain way. And so if a credible witness comes forward, They got the video, so they know. Well, the news put out two, right? There was two shooters, right? What they gave the news media. Somebody said, "Oh no, it was four shooters." Well, the police will know that this is a credible source because they got the video showing that there was four shooters. If you know what I'm talking about, I'm just talking about in any case, or three, or whatever, or one. So I've been saying that for a whole year. So um, I don't know though. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie, he just saying too much. He said he gonna handle Duke, and all y'all wouldn't believe it. But let's be for real, he not really like that, and he really hurt behind them loss he taking and keep and taking and going, keep taking. One of them running away had some junk in the trunk. Joy loves God said one of them had some junk in the trunk. Everything is for a reason, for real. Um Y'all, where is CMG Breezy from? I don't mean no harm, but where is he from? Does anybody know? Where's Steven at? What state does CMG Breezy live in? I'm just interested. It don't matter. I'm just interested. What area is he from? Is he from down south? Is he from out west, or what? When Key Glock said fly high grade, that wasn't Key Glock paying his respects. He trolled back because Big 30 said rest in peace, young Dolph, after Dolph was killed. Mm. Okay, you guys. Hold on, y'all. Okay, you guys, I'm back. Y'all can't hear anything. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Okay, you guys, I'm back. Y'all hear me? Okay. But yeah, I basically got back on to talk about that. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry, you guys. Give me 1 minute. Okay, hey Demon, check your social media for me right quick. Demon, check your social media. Duke made that man funny. He was dissing everybody from Duke to Glock to Glock to Drick. I said, damn, you gonna diss the whole world. Ain't Drick on his label or something? Or was? Hmm. FNG Big A brother just got killed. FNG Big A brother got killed. Where he get killed at? What area did he get killed in? Was that last night? It's too much stuff going on. Hey, D-Ma. Can
Hey,
you?
Mamacita, what's going on?
Oh, nothing much. Can you handle it for me? I need to take a call.
Yeah, yeah,
All
I
right.
got you.
All right.
Okay, let me start reading comments, guys. I'm gonna fill in for Tam until she gets back. Hey, everybody. Thank you for coming back on. If you haven't already hit the like button, please hit the like button. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to Real Talk with Tamra. If you're feeling generous today, please hit the Cash App at $ Real Talk with Tamra. And here we go. I'll start with, I guess, the first few are greetings from everybody. Rest in peace, Young Dolph says, at Duke, Maine, that man funny. He was dissing everybody from Duke to Glock to Dolph and Drick. I said, damn, you gonna diss the whole world, ain't you? Duke Man said, for real, street politic. Hey, player Cole, a brother just got killed. FNG Big A brother just got killed. Just now, player Cole, or was that last night, or did that happen earlier today? I don't know who that is. FNG Big A. Wasn't that the guy that finessed 2 times saying was the only one there for him when he was locked up? Big A. Looked like he mentioned him in a post he put out. Rest in peace, Young Dolph said he was cool with Drake, but I guess they went into it for real now because he actually called Drake name saying they into it. And I told Miss T, Finesse lost a little dude. So I guess that would be Big A's brother that, well, rest in peace to Big A's brother. You know, I like to pay my condolences to people. You know, I hate to see these young men losing their lives. I really do. Rest in peace, Young Dolph said, Player Cole just confirmed it. Great Face said, y'all notice all these shootings close to Moneybag, right? Yeah, that's what we were saying yesterday, guys, that the stuff is close to Moneybag. Duke Maine said, was he one of them that got hit the other day? Yeah, y'all be careful down there, man. You know, even here, I said some of these cities need an exorcism for real because it's just like Tam said, it's a lot of demonic energy going around. Hey, player call. Hey, Ramona. Hey, Michelle. Hey, new to you. Duke, Main, Joy, Gray Face. Who else is in the building? Of course, rest in peace, Young Dove. New to you. Ramona, G Money. Hey, G Money. Man, True Aquarius is in the house. Who else? Who else? Where my girl Diane at? I told her I had a whole pack of whole carton of squares for her. She said she needed a cigarette yesterday. Hey, Cypress. Too pretty Miss Kitty. Hey, girl. Who else in the building? Well, salute kings and queens. I'm glad y'all were able to join back. But yeah, you know, something's gonna have to give because at the rate they going, you know, it's like they're gonna be extinct. They show no trying to wipe each other out. And I just can't believe it be my. Did you hear what I said? What Bag said about Newski? I did not. Now Newski was his. Wasn't he on? Is that Big 30 or what's the other young man? Is he? Are you talking about that Newski? Hey, love. Is that the Newski you talking about, or Paper Route Newski? What did he say? Is it Paper Route Newski? What did he say about Newski? I've just never seen grown men act like straight bees, like children. These are like toddlers. They're acting like toddlers. And I grew up with three brothers. You know, I never once in my life saw my brothers act like these dudes do. Hey, Clarinetta, I've just never seen nothing like it before in my life. And gangs been around for a long time, probably back in caveman days when they was throwing rocks at each other. But you know, it's getting to the point now where nobody wants to live and let live. You know, you got to let these folks just, you know, go head on because taking somebody's life, I'm trying to figure out what does that do for you? I mean, what he gone? Okay, so he passed on. So, you know, like Tam said, does that make your life any better? Joy said, y'all hit the like button, share, subscribe, and comment. Also, click the notification bell for new content. I don't know. You know what's going to have to happen. I don't know if it's going to be harsher penalties, the death penalty, or what's going to happen. But I know one thing: they need to stop making the jail a revolving door. You know, I think that'll deter a lot of this because you know if they start getting hit with real serious time, and the judicial system sticks to that time and stop letting them out after a couple of years, I think that'll kill a lot of this. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, because you know some of them so damn retarded. They feel like you know they ain't got nothing to live for. They living for today. Rest in peace, Young Dolph said. He said Newski had on a hood and a mask, so they ain't know he pulled the trigger. He basically said something that happened real familiar. Dolph Killer had on a hood and a mask. Lord have mercy. Bama Boys, hey, honey. He says, I know MB said that he knew Dolph folks to Newski, and then he shut the F up. Street Politics TV says some people say Newski was out there, don't know how true that is. I think there's a whole lot of people out there that we haven't even heard about yet, and I think that's why this indictment is going to be so big because I guess they're anticipating between 10 and 15 more people. Well, 10 to 15 more people being indicted. Bag ain't passed the smell test. I declare. You got that right, new to you. He ain't passed the smell test. And you know what kills me, guys, is that here this dude getting all kinds of money. They supposed to be so hard working, and they the top artists and out of Memphis, even though they don't live there. So if you got all these other business adventures and you getting all this money, why are you bothering with what you would call peon stuff, small fry stuff? Rest in peace, Young Dog said that's why it's crazy to me. It's like he kind of confirmed that stuff in a way. I didn't think he was going to open up like that. So, but at the end of the day, now this is the new ski and not paper route news. Y'all talking about the other new ski. If so, then of course, yeah, throw a dead man under the bus, right? That's what all of them do. They blame it on, they tell on the dead man because dead man can't talk. Golden Era Master, welcome. Thanks for joining. I see a movie coming after all this is over, and I would sue the hell out of them for Golden Era. They can make a movie if they want to. I think they got to get permission from the family. I don't know how that works, but uh, yeah, everybody trying to profit off Dolph. Y'all want to slam him under the bus and talk about him and throw him all under the bus, but everybody want to profit off his name. Duke Man say, yeah, he wants to take credit for it now that he thinks he is in the free now, shaking my head, but his day coming same way. Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, it's coming. So, but how you gonna take credit for somebody else's work? If that's the case, allegedly, he ain't busted grapes. So what the hell is he talking about? Right? Code God, please intervene. And that's what I want. I want God to make these arrests. I don't know. I was telling Tam, I got a feeling that some arrests gonna be made after the 7th, after they're done with this little situation with Jamarcus Johnson. And I'm hoping that my spirit is on point. At least that's my prayer, just to kind of slow down some of this foolishness out here in the streets. Joy Love God said Bag hasn't passed the smell test yet because of all the alcohol and medications on his skin and injected from plastic surgery. Michelle Johnson said, name ringing, Dolph name ringing, and they keep on singing. They sure do, don't they, Michelle? Girl, I've never seen such an obsession. Oh my God. And that crap that Juke said about, I bet he can't do a walkthrough, but he walking through the streets of heaven, baby, on paved gold. Them streets in heaven, baby, paved gold. Duke Man said all Bag did say he can make a hit without being there. Like, that's what he did. Okay, so you can make a hit without being it. He's still not putting in the work. The only work he getting done is on them that damn Michael Myers face he got, allegedly. Moneybag isn't off the table and he's going to jail too. Could be, Ramona. Nudie, you said, Joy, he's telling on himself low key. Well, see, that's the problem. They don't know how to go quietly, right? I mean, if that's your work or you claiming to have some kind of hand in whatever happened to Dolph, then you have to. If you're a real gangster, you're not supposed to say a damn thing. Player Cole said they praised the niggas that killed Dolph. If y'all only knew, shaking my head. Aunt Will said, Bag just better hope he survived BB. He better hope he survived BBL surgery. And don't you start cutting up now. You cut up enough yesterday. Don't you start. Michelle said Juke going to get his real soon. Shit. Had they had it their way, he wouldn't even be here because they tried to get at him twice this year so far. Can y'all imagine this big ass trying to run? Run, Forrest, run. All that jello was shaking and jiggling. I bet the look on his face was freaking priceless. Player Cole said it's only so much he can say, and rightfully so. Player Cole got to be in the hood and stuff, so I get it. I can understand that. Duke Man say he really said it on the song. He said, "Don't talk on the killing, but he knows about them shaking my head. His day coming. Yeah, all their day coming. Better believe it. God say I may not come when you want me to, but I'm coming." And I'm right on time. When I do come, I'll be right on time. So when God comes, He gonna be right on time. Trust me when I tell you. All of them was in on it. Yeah, all of them. A lot of people was out there. Like I say, it's folks that we haven't even heard about that was out there. And then for any big name rapper that even knew about it uh, and knew it was gonna happen and didn't at least just out of humanity alert Dolph, they gonna get theirs too. Trust me. I just hate to see people that's not out here really with the shits, losing their life. Like this young lady yesterday, DC Young Fly's partner, and rest in peace to that young lady, Jackie O. You just, got people that just lose their lives. But, my mother used to tell me when I was growing up, God take the salt of the earth first and leave the rest of the demons down here to kill each other. But, of course, we like to have it our way and have them up out of here sooner rather than later because like I said, if they don't do something about these cities, and that's every city. And what is it with clout? What is it with clout that everybody feel like they just got to do stuff for clout because they want their name to ring bells? But you can seek attention to a detriment for real. Clout chasing and attention can be detrimental to your health. Player Cole says certain rappers told Dolph to watch his back, move swift. I wish Dolph had a listen though. I just don't know if Dolph really was just tired of hiding or feeling like he got to watch his back everywhere he go, and I think he just wanted to live free. But unfortunately, you just can't do that. Not with his status. When you get that kind of status, you just can't do that. And we can sit back and say coulda, woulda, shoulda. Uh, somebody should have been with him, and this, that, and the other. But at the end of the day, he's a grown man. He's got a right to move how he want to move, whether he want to have people around him or not. That was his right, and he should have been able to walk into a cookie store or any other business that he wanted to, without being gang stalked. But to my understanding, he was gang stalked days before they was trying to get to him. I think Tamara said that Monday. That's right, Joy. God says, "Vengeance is mine." Rest in peace, young Dolph said Dolph didn't care. That's what it was. He could have ran and hid, but he didn't. That's why he was moving the way he did. Yeah, I can just about imagine. They didn't try to take your life prior to that, three other occasions, dating all the way back to 2016. After a while, you just get fed up. It's like, look, y'all, if you're gonna do something, go on and do what y'all gonna do. You know, and we sit back as fans and people that love him, just on the outside looking in, and we say, well, you know what? I wish he had never got out that bulletproof car, because I still say, and this is my opinion, I still say that Dolph saw something or felt something when he was at that gas station, and I can't see for the life of me how you got a famous celebrity in a gas station out in the open. You got people sitting in their cars looking at him fill up his tank, and nobody said hi to Dolph. That's what I can't get over, because I told Tam, had it been me and I was at the gas station and saw Dolph hop out of his car, I'd been all over him trying to get a picture and get an autograph or something. And it's not that I'm starstruck. It's just, off the strength that, hey, he a celebrity. And the fact that, he was a good dude. So, yeah, I definitely would have been speaking to him. But, for these people to be at the gas station filming him, because somebody was filming him from behind, okay? Somebody was filming him because his back was turned to whoever had that camera phone filming him from behind. And they didn't even speak to him. The dude that had his arm hanging out the car didn't even speak to him. Ramona said, I want everybody involved to pay for what they did to them. Absolutely, Ramona. Michelle said, damn, they was planning this murder for months, planning now. Yeah, they was planning it. They said that little round table meeting, and rest in peace, young Dolph can probably correct me if I'm wrong. I thought they said that happened out of state. Or is that the same one that was at the restaurant of the snapshot picture of them sitting around the table? But yeah, they've been planning that for months. I think it dates back to June or July. Prior, yeah, prior to that. AG Money, don't work too hard. Joy Love God says God plan is being revealed for all those serial killers. High and low can be brought down from several areas around the industry and country. In your opinion, yes, ma'am. See, you're never too big for God to take you down because see, nobody is bigger than God. Um, and I don't care how much they think of themselves as God. And if they thought of themselves as God and God like, ain't no way in hell they'd be out here committing the atrocities that they're committing. It's atrocious to take a man's life in the prime of his life and take that man away from his family and his kids. Rest in peace, young Dolph said Dolph knew what was going on. He saw the people before they killed him when he was at the store, but they left and went down a back street and pulled up at the shop. He thought they had left. Well, yeah, but in light of the other attempts on his life, he should have known that they was up to something. That's why I said he was looking at that. He was looking kind of funny at that gas station. Rest in peace, young dog said they had plenty of meeting about the one that was at the private that everybody talking about, different from the Cali one. So they had a meeting at Privé and then they had a meeting at Cali. Bama Boy said the feds had two guys wired up, went in my dude house. They robbed him, shot him, killed another one while outside listening and left. So they will leave the cookie, let the cookie crumble and not stop it from happening. Well, that's what Cypress said yesterday. They'll let a whole lot of stuff happen before they intervene. And I hate that would happen, that they wouldn't intervene. But, I guess they got to get, solid proof because, like they say, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. So the more atrocities and the more crime and murders that they commit, then that just makes the case bigger for the feds. Because once they do get them in there, it's going to be a wrap. What they say, 98% conviction rate. Steven says Dolph needed security for real. He put too much faith in the city due to his familiarity with it. I would have at least had a well-known shooter with me. Notice how Gotti is scared to come home. Well, Dolph had his brother with him. So, I saw a clip when Dolph was living. He was at the jewelry store, and his brother Marcus was with him. And Marcus was standing right at that door. He's posted right up at that door, I guess, acting as his security. So, but like rest in peace, young Dolph said, he was just tired. He just got tired. Leo said, I'm sorry, every day I think about it. It makes me hate them for what they did to Dolph. And I feel that Dolph didn't care anymore and he had all his affairs in a row. And he made peace with God. Yeah, I think so too, Leo. I think so too. Dolph definitely made sure that his business was in order. And for all these narrative spinners, when all of this stuff first happened, all you could hear was, "How did Mia J get all his cars? She got all his cars, and she got this, and she got that." Well, that's the mother of his children. His mother and father has stuff, that Dolph had in place for them. So I don't see how people can sit back and question what belonged to him rightfully. So that's his stuff. So, he divided or divvied it up the way he wanted to amongst his loved ones. Street Player Cole said, Gotti be down here on a regular. He just don't post it. Well, he like a damn roach, he crawling in and out the cracks. Rest in peace, young dog said, right, his mama got a big house in the city that's collecting dust right now. Hmm. Who mama, rest in peace, young dog? Who mama got a house in the city that's collecting dust? I can just about imagine that Big Head be in and out. Probably call half the damn police force to watch his back, because see, that's what cowards do, right? So you can get on the net, woofing on the net, but when it comes time for his own life, when it comes down to his own life, he don't want his life taken, but he willing to get out here and take Dolph away from his family and whoever else, because I'm sure all of it is going to come out in the open. They ain't numbered a bunch of damn serial killers. Rest in peace, young Dolph said. Dolph's his parents don't come near. Well, his mama don't, at least. I don't blame her. I don't blame her. I can't blame her about that. You know what I mean? They took her son's life, so you know I really can't blame her. Yeah, he ain't leaving without security, and he be strapped. Hmm. I bet he do. I bet he do. I bet he do. See, like I said, they don't want to die, but they don't give a damn about taking somebody else's life. Nobody else's life is valuable but theirs. Even uh, knuckleheads they sent out to take Dolph's life, they didn't even value them. They didn't value them because that's why they sent them out, and they still trying to send these boys out. And these young boys are just too damn stupid to see that they being used. They being used because any amount of money that you get, they ain't gonna do nothing but blow through it in a couple of days. They're gonna be broke right back broke. They're gonna be right back broke. They don't know how to take that money and go invest in something and turn it over and make it grow. But either way, man, y'all, streets of Memphis ain't no different than in my city. My city, they all damn change here. And not just Memphis, not just Chicago, but everywhere. It seems like everybody's having problems. But I think a lot of it has to do with the penalties. A lot of it has to do with picking them up, letting them right back out. Because, like I said about Teasy, ain't no way in hell Teasy should even be on the streets at all. But I want to know who's paying these damn bonds. That's what I want to know. Because if you've been locked up all that time, uh, and you got to pay your bond, you ain't been out to make no money. So who paying y'all bond? It's crazy. Y'all have to excuse me. I am doing my laundry. I am doing laundry. Today is laundry day. Stephen said, if Gotti was truly innocent, why not say it? Gotti made that song after those tweets and youngster video. Why the subliminals? Why not emphatically deny any involvement?
Mm.
They're not gonna deny it. I mean, because they want everybody to know they did it. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be gangster to deny it. You back,
I
Tim?
guess. Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate that. After
Okay.
those tweets and Youngster's video, why the subliminals? Why not empathetically deny any involvement? Well, I think he slick want people to know, Stephen, that they did it. They just didn't know that so many people would have an interest in Young Dolph's case. They didn't know so many people would have an interest in this case, and they didn't know that the folks was going to be on their tails like this. I really believe that they thought that they would be able to assassinate him and just get away with it and troll and put fear in people, and things of that nature. And that's what I think. And it's really, it's backfiring on them. And I think what they're doing now, they're hiring people to still try to put stuff into the atmospheres if they've gotten off, because if they can make people believe that nothing is going to happen to them, that helps to put fear into the atmosphere. That's why they've hired so many vloggers. They've had their team of people to go and solicit vloggers. Pre is putting out songs, and now CMG is getting offended. They better stop thinking those young boys are playing. I personally think Jay Fizzle and CEO Jizzle are dead serious with their threats. I think so too. And the thing that bothers me is that um I believe that they want to try to do something to those young men. But they drew blood, they drew blood first. When people say that they wish that they could have a sit down, it's really beyond that. When you start taking life, it has gone beyond a sit down. Sit down. Young Dolph can never be, um, they can never bring young Dolph can never get up out of that grave. His children can never see him again. His family can never see him again. They interrupted his life. And that was just wrong. It was just wrong. And never, I can't understand for the life of me how it got that far out of control. It never should have happened. It went too far. And so they was conscious of what they were doing, because there was other attempts on his life. So somebody was just dead set on making sure that he was dead. And it's just no excuses for that. It's hey, they tried for years to kill him until they got him. And I think that is messed up. And so now they're gonna have to deal with that. Not only are they gonna have to deal with the consequences of man, they're gonna have to deal with the consequences of God. Because what they did was wrong. They played God. They acted as if they had given young Dolph life. They didn't even give themselves life. And they feel like they can take a life. And then they put all these brain dead folks on YouTube and hire people in the background, like the CMG Breezes. I'm not saying it's him. I'm saying people like him, to go and solicit brain dead folks. The people that they're putting on YouTube ain't no different than what the people that these little young dudes that they've hired to crash out. Help them out, give them a few little dollars, give them more than what they ever had, and they're gonna be our hitters all the way around on the street and on YouTube. It ain't no different. But everybody has the same finale, and that's jail or the grave.
Well, Tim, you said you don't know why it went that far. I think it went that far because, see, the more they saw off growing and the more they saw him accomplishing his goal and taking care of people, the jealousy just festered and grew right along. Every move that Dolph made that was positive, the jealousy and it just festered and grew right along with it, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was definitely the jealousy. It was like he was doing better. If Dolph had not been making traction like he was doing, they would have laughed at him. You see, they weren't bothered about Kenny Money until they saw Kenny Money come from the bottom, and made a name for himself with hard work. And now people calling his name. He getting money. He flexing just like young Dolph. And now he is a issue. Now you hear people saying that they have a bag on the young man's head. Okay. I don't know what happened. You there? Demon. Demon.
Yesterday, these young men need to put paper on so that
Yeah,
they
Demon,
put
we
them
can't
out.
we
The
can't
DA
hear you.
won't mess with them. Thanks, nothing for the $10 super sticker for Tim.
Demon, can you hear me? Demon,
Yeah, I'm here.
you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear. Can you hear me?
You was breaking up real bad. I asked you that several times. I don't think you could hear me. You went out and came back in.
Oh, did I? I'm
Yeah,
right. Yeah. Okay, because I'm right by this thing
yeah,
behind.
yeah, I know.
Mhm.
They don't need to know, but I know.
Right.
Thanks, nothing for the super sticker. At first, I was scared when you jumped out and came back in. I was like, "Oh Lord!" And your picture's not coming up. I was like, "I hope the hackers ain't messing with her."
They can mess on. They can keep messing till they mess on themselves, because that's what's gonna
I'm
happen.
telling you, they already done messed on themselves. They hiring new folks now.
hmm
You know, they got hackers down in Chicago.
Sure do.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa,
Um,
I'm in the basement washing clothes. Actually, I'm in my kitchen. I got a little closet with my stack washer and dryer. So I'm in the kitchen, Leo. Rest in peace, young dog said, okay, I found it, y'all. This is what he said. He stayed ready, kept a mask on and a hoodie, knew how to move so he ain't get caught when he pulled the Newski. Well, that's telling on the dead. It's like dead cutout. You telling on a man, come on now. Let that man rest in peace if you got any love for him.
mm-hmm.
I didn't make a put it on mixtape his part and his role in it. Tam been saying he ain't passed the smell test.
Mm-hmm. I told y'all. What's his name? Homie G did. I was looking at a Homie G. They got their people doing a lot of damage control too. Homie G did a interview the other day, and they was asking him about Straight Drop being, him doing a video with Straight Drop right after, after this situation with Dolph. And he was like, I was cool with him before. Why should I, have an issue with him after, just because of what somebody said? He didn't say straight up. He was like, just because of what people say. He was like, we did the song way before that, so he was like, just like Grove Hero. I pulled up on him, he was cool. I was cool with him. I pulled up on him at his food trucks. We didn't have no issues before that situation. Why should we have issues after? So to me, it was like he was saying he ain't had nothing, he ain't had nothing to do with it. Yeah, Big Homie G did Big Homie G did a dim. Okay, you there, Dima?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. You jumped out and came back in.
Mm. Hackers, I am not the one. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace, young dog said he telling everything. He even said that he dodging a federal indictment. He sure on the hell is. But dodging it is not gonna help him because he gonna get it. It's coming. Mm. Tim, I'm a hot down because I don't know. You know what? I spilled the water yesterday. My phone was on the table and maybe it was.
Okay, you said your phone was what, Dima? I think it's probably the It says, yes, rest in peace, young Dolph. He said that on Angie Martinez show. These hackers something else, but I just got a hacker. I just got their name, their social security number, everything. So they need to make a choice. Okay. They gonna hack for money, go to jail. I mean, they got to make a choice because this hacker is living in the United States. CMG, Stephen, are you from Memphis? Yeah, they must not know what they do. Um, Everything is always in the music. Yeah, that's the reason why they want. Thank you, nothing for the $10 super sticker. I don't know if I thank you, but I thank you for the $10 super sticker. I appreciate that so much. That's the reason why they wanted to go, go to court and things of that nature because they wanted to be able to put some stuff out and they want to be able to put some stuff out and nothing in their music and nothing happens. They want to tell how they committed a murder and things of that nature and then nothing happens. Yeah, I wish they'd leave us alone too, but hey, some people have to be made to be left to leave you alone. Okay? And so we're gonna make them leave us alone. Since they too sick to leave us alone, we're gonna make them leave us alone. And we know how we make them do it. Okay. I play the fool, but I'm more aware of the situation than people think. They must not know what they do. The government may start flooding the city with cameras on every street. Like they need to. The government is gonna have to do something because these folks is gone crazy. I'm at work right now, which is why I didn't request the link. Okay. Nakia says, "Hello everyone. How are y'all and y'all's family are doing physically, mentally, and spiritually?" Hey, Nakia. Yep. Hey, Irvin Matt. But I think what people are gonna have to learn is like you can't just do any and everything for some money. If I'd rather go get a job than to be sitting up being a troll and a hacker. Okay, but I think they feel like it's funny how people. No, I'm not. You're gonna have to debrief me on that, Stephen, on the Travis Rudolph case. I think more people um need to look at getting them a job because scamming, hacking, and committing hits ain't it. Okay, that's it. That ain't it. And I never thought I would see a bunch of vloggers, going committing hits. Try to get other vloggers off of YouTube for record labels. Okay. Hey, Irvin Mac. You guys doing okay? But I initially got back on to talk about CMG Breezy. And like I said, I had when Steven dropped that into the chat, I had a epiphany, especially when I went and looked at his videos and his situation, the people around him trying to figure out, well, not trying to figure out, I guess ultimately my curiosity um, especially in the beginning, was trying to figure out why these Hispanics had such a interest, because Hispanics don't necessarily, Hispanics are very family oriented. They are very community oriented as it relates to their community. Okay. They're very proud of their roots and their community. So when I started finding out, we started seeing that these Cuckabug kids had a lot of Hispanic and a lot of I guess I don't know what's, I guess I would say Iranians or Arabians or Arabs or whatever, um, that was hacking with them and kind of sticking with them on that. Um, you know, I, hey, them folks gonna turn on them like white on rice, okay? Because they're not gonna go to jail. They're not gonna risk being deported. Because some of them over here are going to school anyways, right? They probably gonna marry them a black girl to get to stay in the states, which ain't, because they use the cuckabug kids for in everything. And the cuckabug kids willing to do anything as long as it has something to do with destroying their own community. Okay, because a lot of black people hate what they see when they look in the mirror. Okay, but it all kind of, I'm beginning to see, because see, I get impatient because I'm ready for them to be arrested. We know that they use Asians too. They got some Asian hackers in Chicago. Okay, or in an area right around the Chicago area. But they use the black people to crash out and to destroy each other, and all while they okay, all while they already moving into the rap industry, the music industry, the rap industry created by black people, and they got them killing each other. They killing each other. Oh, y'all don't get. I'm about to get mad as a motherfucker. They killing. They got turning them against each other, killing each other. They moving in, taking on over. Black folks sick. A lot of our people need some help. They don't see what's going on. They're giving them crumbs to destroy each other. And that jealousy demon, I'll kill all of them as long as it ain't another black person. These folks on crack, on fentanyl, on meth, and they laughing at him, sitting with their legs like he was, with their legs folded, finessing them. Man, you the bomb. I mean, some people tell you anything. It ain't a lot of people as real as me, because I'm not gonna tell you what you want to hear to get what you want from you. That's the reason why I always have to work hard, because I don't finesse people out of nothing. The Bible says your gift will make room for you. I tell the truth. You take it or leave it. Okay. But these cuckabug heads is something else. The FBI is looking at them, but thank God they know it's even when I wasn't looking, they said it's a machine behind it. That's what we want. And it's these records. Not per se directly dealing with the top at the record labels. They have their people within their record labels that they deal with, that go and get these cuckabug heads and put them on here to destroy. Ain't that something? But it's sad. These black men ain't gonna have to worry about the rap industry after a while, because they got them killing each other. And after a while, it's gonna be saturated with nothing but Hispanics and Arabs, Arabians, or whatever they Arabs. I know they. I don't like to disrespect other races. I think they said that Arabs don't like to be called that. And although nobody respects the black race, but why should they? They use cuckabug heads to destroy their own race. They give them a crumb. Okay, them apartments and stuff that they got, they gonna lose them anyways. They're just using them. Okay. Um. Yeah. What a lot of these other races is doing is way, and then they had a nerve to talk about the white man. It seemed like to me the white people like them a little bit better than what some of these other folks doing that is closer related to them. Because you talk about Arabs and Hispanics. Hispanics is really black people anyways that don't want to be black. They made it a race. It's really a culture. Okay. That's why you see a lot of Hispanic women built like black women because their ancestors were Africans. Okay. The same thing with a lot of Italians. But hey, I can't get mad at nobody. Everybody know how to work. I walk into the beauty supply store and I was like, Lord, I sure be praying for some of these black girls to get a foothold, okay, and into something and step up and own a beauty supply store, you know, because we're the number one consumers. So I walk out. There's this beauty supply store that I always go into, and I went into it this for years. I mean, what the Asians do is they get rich because they look out for each other. They get rich. They quietly change. When you go back about 5 years, you going for 5 years, you get, oh no, we just bought the store. They went back over to country. They get rich in the United States, go back over to their country. They sell their business to another Asian. That's how they keep the generational wealth in their community. So I went into the same beauty supply store I've been going in for, I know, about 20 years. And I'm looking at them. I'm like, okay, now the hair I know it ain't no Asian. And I said, let me just ask you something. I hope you don't get offended. I said, you're not Asian, are you? No, we're Hispanic. The Mexicans have started, the Asians have started selling the beauty supply stores now to the Hispanics in the black neighborhoods. Okay. The Hispanics have started getting into the beauty industry because a young lady, I was going to get my nails done at this this nail shop, and this Asian lady owned, and now she's gone back to Korea, and she hired this Hispanic young girl, and she does very well. She does. But when she retired, she sold her shop to the Hispanic girl, and she's 26 years old, and she brought her whole family over from Mexico, and they working for her, which is a blessing. Okay. But now the Hispanics, everybody, and who's in those shops, you see nothing but black people. So black people are okay with everybody hijacking our community as long as it ain't another black person. A Hispanic on it. Oh yeah, the Hispanic on it. That's cool. A Asian on it. All the Asian on it. That's cool. A black person on it. A nigga on it. We got to kill that motherfucker. He think he gonna be better than us. We gonna go rob it and kill him. Our people need some help. I'm telling you. And they sit back and laugh at us. Ain't no white man got to do nothing to our community. We do it to each other for a damn strawberry. Okay? For a piece of damn chicken tender, you better not put no gravy on the tender. I'll go kill his whole family. Our folks sick. I don't know what else to say. I don't. I never thought I would live to see black men be jealous of other black women and attack them the way they do now. And don't feel like they no sissy. Sissies do that. They think that's gangster. Okay? I'm a gangster. You's a motherfucking sissy. Don't no men go after no women. That's the reason why my cousin say I got that thing ready. And we'll ride deep. Because don't no men go after no women. They didn't come from that. And you got some of these old niggas on here doing it. That's right, emotional bitches. Most men get money. They weren't even, if most men, when they was jealous or they competed with other men, they competed on who could get the most money. Oh, that nigga got that. I'm finna go do this and get more money. You got men competing with women. Okay? A bunch of motherfucking sissies. They ain't competing on who could get most money. I mean, that might be sexy to a woman. Oh shit, they competing on who can get the most money off of, come up on the most money. That's cool. I'm gonna go get the better car. I'm gonna get my stack up. I'm gonna get the better car. These men competing with women. And then think they gangster. I'll put a hit on her. On a motherfucking woman, you bitch. No woman ought to want a man that attack women. Motherfucker, use a dick in the booty sissy. I don't want you. That's what she ought to say to him. Okay? And any man that's sending women out to do it is a sissy. I hope ain't no woman being with no man that's sending other women out to go after women. He a sissy. I ain't gonna do it because I's a man, but you got other women doing. Men getting money. They don't have time for no catty stuff and being no women stuff. They gets money. That's the reason why when they start talking about a man, he ain't making that much money. He might not be making that much, but that nigga know how to get out there and hustle and get money. He ain't out here being catty. He ain't in the middle of no gossip. He getting his fingers dirty, working on cars and doing other kind of stuff, getting some money. He ain't arguing with no women. Okay. A man like that ain't got to worry about if he secretly putting a dildo in his booty. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Whew, Lord have mercy. I hustled. I was in the streets, but I was born Muslim. Never understood brothers hurting our own army. Now, when I'm telling you, they mad at the women. They mad at the women because they messing with men. And they feel like as women, it's unfair that a woman can be seen, and it's normal for a woman to be seen hugged up with a man. And it ain't, they feel like the society against me being a so-called gangster and doing it, or street dude and doing it. Nigga, live your truth. I always say that. Stop killing these women and live your damn truth. Go get you a man and walk hand in hands with him. These folks angry because they feel like they can't live their truth. Society ain't no good. Society evil. I can't live my truth. Go get you a man. Go marry you a man and live your truth and stop terrorizing everybody. Okay? You see it more now than you ever seen it. Men going together. A new to you says, my sister co-worker just blew his wife's brains out her head. Oh my God, in Arizona. Lord have mercy. Yeah, these some of these men so sick now. These women feel like my man. I like to please my man. Okay, well, what? I'm into a whole lot of stuff. What he wants you to do? He said his fantasy is to see me with another woman. Do you like women? Oh, okay. That ain't normal. Okay, but more so now they want to see him with another man. He said he wants to see another man screw me. It ain't registered in her mind that he wants to look at the man. I please is my man. These folks need help. These women sick, a lot of them. Because if a man that I'm dating ever said, baby, I got a fantasy. Okay, baby, what's your fantasy? Because I might be into it. I want to see you with another man or a woman. I'm going to get that shotgun on that nigga. But see, I already handles that at the door. I be trying to ain't no man gonna step to me like that. I ain't never had one to do it. They know better. I deal with real men too. Okay. The men that I've dealt with in the past, the men that I've talked to, because if I didn't think they were real men, I wouldn't have even entertained them on the phone. If I think they got some sissy fire shit in them, they gonna want to be bitching and arguing and talking about threesomes and stuff like that. I ain't got nothing for them. It ain't normal for another man to want to be in a threesome with one woman with another man all naked in the bed and stuff. In my mind. Okay. Because one thing about a man, if he wants you, he sure don't want no other man touching you. He don't want another man touching you, period. Men are very territorial and possessive over a woman that they like. I don't want to hear about no other man touching you. I don't want to know about your past men. And don't say nothing to me about that. The thought of it will make me snatch you up. But all of a sudden, your man's fantasy is for a threesome. It's something wrong with that. See, I dealt with nothing but real men. Okay, so I know how real men act. I know what ain't normal. Baby, I used to date. So, baby, don't talk to me about who you used to date. I don't want to hear about nothing about no other man, especially when they like you. Don't mention no other man to me, baby. I don't want to hear it. No other man touching you and all that. I don't want to hear that. Okay, that's when you got a real one that likes you, and he's a real man. He don't want to hear about no other man. Okay. I'm not into this metrosexual stuff. I more power to who is, but I ain't. And I wish a nigga would ask me for, get out of his mind, because he'd be out of his mind to ask me for a threesome. He'd be out of his mind. All the hell that I can raise. Okay. These folks get on my nerve. It's just sad out the state that our community is in. I feel like I feel like this, and and this I got a right to feel this way. Can't nobody say I'm racist. I'm not prejudiced. If it, the and you can't go into the Chinese community and set up a soul food restaurant in the Chinese community, because they're not going. Even if they're not going to say anything to you, they just not going to patronize you, and you'll go out of business. You can't hijack the Chinese community. You can't hijack the Hispanic community. You can't hijack no other communities. And then they have the nerve to get mad at the Africans because they come in to the United States, they stick together, open up their African shop. Have you ever seen a damn African shop go out of business? When they make their money, enough money, and go back to the United States, they might close it. I mean, go back to their country, they might close it down if they don't sell it to another African. The Africans from out of Africa think they better than the Africans in the United States. Why in the hell they want to be united with us? I wouldn't either. They stick together. They gonna go get their hair braided. They gonna work in the braid shops. They gonna open up the African shops and wear nothing but African attire, and they gonna get money, and they gonna go home, and they ain't gonna have nothing to do with the damn Africans in the United States that's slave minded. Hell, they the true people. They the true Africans. They stick together. That's why Hispanics stick together, because they have that spirit of their ancestors, which was the African. Okay. It's just the cuckabug heads in the United States that's westernized, that's messed up. Okay. Women that are raised by their fathers to be self-sufficient are considered to be too manly and not marriage material. I'm very soft. But now I was raised by hey, but I don't let people see when, and I see what you're saying, James. But I'm gonna tell you this: women that stand up for themselves, especially by manipulative people, I'm so soft, it's ridiculous. If I knew I had a man that truly had my back, that I could depend on, I'd be so submissive. It was ridiculous. Every woman wants to be able to say, I ain't worried about that. My man, I'm gonna see what my man gonna do, because he always make the best decisions, because I know he got my back. My man gonna handle that. I don't deal with that. My man handles that. I don't know a woman that don't. I do. Women are forced and put into a position where they have to stand their ground. Look at how I have to fight on here with a bunch of damn men. Okay. Although I've had men to reach out to me and say, "Do you need me to handle that?" Because we can. I don't be wanting to pull people that I don't know into no mess. No, I let the police handle it. I ain't gonna have my cousins getting in, going back up to federal prison. Okay. But people try to put women being mean when women are forced to be in a position to defend themselves, consistently defend themselves, take care of their children. Men want to lie to them and try to use them and sell them a dream. That can make, that could make a person hard. Okay, especially if she has detected the bullshit already. Okay, her wall goes up, and now you become just like the rest of them. But if you're a person of your word, if you're a man of your word, and you do what you say and mean what you say, and you right, you see, you'd have the other, the right side of her forever. That's why when men say she was nice in the beginning, but all of a sudden she just became mean. Motherfucker, you didn't say that, how you didn't lie to her and pulled her into some stuff after she's gained feelings for you that she didn't want to be in. Rest in peace, young dog says, D Cat Daddy, is you still watching? Do you remember I said Bag had recorded and reviewed a finesse disc when he first got out? He dropped the song on a different beat though. My aunt is very submissive to her husband, but when she hot, all the men in the family move around and the whole family cherish her. That's right. I'm a very nice person, very thoughtful. I think I'm very thoughtful of other people. But I don't like no mess. And I don't like for people to lie to me. And I'm not phony either. Because I'm not gonna try to hide it. But I'm gonna get you up out my life though. Whew, Lord have mercy. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button. This is coming from Iris and not James. Oh, okay. My husband admired my accomplishments and independence. He proud to have a good wife. He listens to me when I become suspicious of people, and that's the way a husband is supposed to do. Lead, but listen to your wife, because oftentimes women can feel and see things that a man can't. Okay, our intuition is always on point, right? So a lot of times men don't be looking for stuff that women do, or paying attention to a lot of stuff. I always say oftentimes men can be those that ain't sissified, very logical thinkers. They don't get into that real emotional stuff. It's either black or white. But oftentimes with women, we'll sit back and we'll watch stuff, and we're able to pick up on different energies and things and stuff of that nature. And a wise man will listen to his wife, especially if she's not manipulative. Okay, although he is the head. Every woman wants a man that could be the head, not a man that gonna think he gonna be the head and ain't paying a damn bill. I'm talking about the head. He handled that. You ain't even got to roll over if you hear something in that house, because he handled that. He got that. Okay. Yeah, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Um, the woman was created to make the man complete. He has certain attributes, and she has certain. Absolutely, I agree, James and Iris. I agree, Miss Iris. I agree with you 100%. I just listen for disses. I ain't hear every song. I heard every diss, and it was like six on two songs. Tamara, I met a lady today who said she loves you. Oh wow, that's so awesome. You know what? I was standing in the grocery store one day. I was way out, like I was way out in a grocery store in like Collierville. And I was standing in line in Walmart out in Collierville. And as I walked in, no, I was walking in and this lady that was at the cash register was looking at me, right? She looked at me and smiled. I was standing in line and she looked back, the lady at the cash register said, "Don't you have a TV show?" I said, yeah. And I mean, I was really looking cat raggedy that day. She said, "Me and my mama love looking at your gospel videos." I guess I'm gonna have to go ahead and, the investigators that I be hiring to work with me, I'm gonna have to, because they do security too. Keep them around me as security too, child. Because you got the men's is, as they say, the men's is wanting to hurt the women, because of the gifts that's on their lives. Okay. Um, is it true that Finesse two times brother? Yeah, they said that Finesse. No, I don't know if it wasn't his brother. It was his artist, right? His artist was shot and killed. I don't think they say it was his brother. My Capricorn said she knew my voice. Thank you, back Capricorn. You know what, back Capricorn, and I always like I've never taken it that seriously. Even before, just I've been on TV now for 10 years. Going, yeah, this year is the ninth year. Going on 10 years. I've never taken it that seriously. When people go, "Well, how you feel about it?" I go, I don't know. I just do my show and I go on. Like when people would invite me to that, I can't do that now, but I would have like a lot of, because of my gospel show on the weekend, a lot of mothers of the church and stuff that would call me, and they always invite me to their house, and so invite me to their church. Just like the lady I was showing you, the older lady that I was showing you, I just happened to pop up at her house because she kept saying, "I want to make you a pie." And then made that lady's day for us to just pop up at her house, right? There's this other lady that's a retired nurse, and I got to call her because every time my show comes on, she called me, "Girl, I love the show." But she had been saying, "I wish you would just come and visit me." And so one day, I remember her telling me where and I called her. I was like, I'm out in the area. I think I'm gonna stop and visit you. She said, "You serious?" I said, "Yeah," because these be older people. And I stopped at her house. When I tell y'all that lady, I wish I could show y'all. She said they don't know how to say Tamara. She said Tamia. She said she had just had her whole house done. She's got a big, beautiful home. And she said, "This is what God told me to give you, y'all." When I tell y'all, when I walked into her restroom, and I was just having to stop by and see her. That was my first. I didn't know her or nothing. Just having to stop. You know, she had been constantly calling me for like over a year. Every time my show came on, and I went into her restroom. She had all of this beautiful, heavy bathroom stuff, and I promise you, I have that stuff in one of my restrooms. I mean, that heavy furniture, like that heavy decorative stuff. I mean, just absolutely beautiful. And I don't know why she said, "This is what God told me to give you for your house." Absolutely gorgeous. And all they want you to do is just sit there and talk to him. Her husband, he was like, "That's the girl that's on TV. She did stop by." They like in their 70s. I was like, "Yeah, I was trying to leave. They be talking to you, walking out to the car and stuff." But I know I can't do that now because it's so much sickness. But like with because people are mentally ill. So I didn't never took it that seriously because a lot of the people that looked at my show was like mature people. Now I had a guy who was a stalker. His name was Victor. He harassed me for 2 years, and for a year I didn't, he would call, and we would cuss him out, hang up in his face. And you know then one time he called my cousins. One of my cousins was there, answered the phone, and I think hearing a man voice scared him, and he didn't call me for like 6 months, and then he started back. And when he started back, he got more sadistic. This was around the time my girls were still like teenagers. And so I started taking it seriously when he said to me, "I saw you walking into your job today." And he was like, "You had on some tights." He named what I had on. And I was working for the police department because I worked in the administrative part. We parked in the annex in the gate, so he could see me. You could see when you walking into 201 Poplar from out of the gate and from the side of the building. So he had seen me, and he was started talking about how my children, talking about, "I want to rape your little children and make you watch," and all of that. At that point, I was like, okay, it has gone too far, because a lot of stuff I like to try to ignore. And people were saying, "You don't take it that seriously. You don't really, it has not registered in your mind how sick people really are." That's the reason why I put a report on a nigga in a minute when I know they sick. And so I started filing reports on him, and they went right, and I filed a report on him. Then my case was, he kept calling and stuff. They finally traced him and found out exactly who he was. And so the investigator came over to my office and was like, "This is who has been harassing you for all this time. This is his picture. I want you to know what he looks like. And this is his name right here." He was like, "You got a gun?" I said, "I do." He said, "Always keep your gun." And so they went and talked to Victor. Okay, I believe it. So then he started back harassing me again, and I called the investigator. I said, "He's back harassing me again." He said, "All right, I'm going downtown to get a warrant signed, and we're going to get him." And they went and got him, and I ain't heard from him a day since. But now stalking is a little different, because you could have physical stalking. And when hacking and stuff is considered stalking too. I found that out the other day. When people are hacking into your stuff, that is also considered stalking. um Hopefully Finesse can stay out the way to keep his career. Rest in peace, Young Dog says, "Because you're right, it do sound like they know who did it." Yes, they want Finesse 2 times to crash, don't it, bruh? Yeah, I think finesse needs to be very careful because it's more people that's around him that I think is against him, and it is because they're jealous of him. So what they're doing is they're trying to destroy his credibility, his popularity, everything. I don't think finesse. I think he has picked up on it, but now he has signed those deals. What can he do? He's in a bad position. I had one that every time I pulled up at my mom's house, he pulling up saying, "Hey, oh wow." I think someone in YouTube is kicking people out of the chat when they try to share something spiritual. Oh wow. Are you getting kicked out of the chat, Iris? You know the devils don't like nothing spiritual to go forth, but God says, you guys please let hey Desmond and DCat Daddy, they probably don't notice it because I didn't at first, had to re-listen, then heard different beats. They put out everything they do in music. Ain't that something? That black dude in Arizona stalked that Caucasian lady. She was jogging one morning a few weeks ago and he stabbed her to death, but he was apprehended. I always tell women keep your weapon on you. Now what people are doing, especially some of these YouTubers, they are getting you have to be very careful. I think that's why the FBI is very involved. When you get a radical person who is evil in a way, they have a tendency, a propensity to get people that are weak-minded to follow them. Okay. And you, like somebody was saying, they could easily be another David Koresh or something like that, but they like to send people out and lead them wrong. And so what a lot of, to include a lot of these record labels are doing, they're getting mentally ill people that are on meds and stuff around them and getting in their heads and trying to send them out to do their dirty work because they know with a mentally ill person there's no stop, which is the reason why I'm glad that the person that's sending them out will be charged just as the mentally ill person that they sent out would. Okay. Stalkers are very scary and dangerous. I had one at work and kept turning him down. Finally, reported him and put pictures of me in my mailbox with a note. Oh, wow. Lord have mercy. But Capricorn, yeah, he dissed him. I was thinking how big homie and 30 of them gone feel. They still shooting him out and shout him out in songs. Big homie shouted him out recently. Yeah, these people are crazy. They're mentally ill. They have mental illnesses for real. And I'm gonna tell you something. Everybody that's on meds are not sadistic. Some of these people are sadistically, mentally, they're sadistic, which makes them crazy. There's a difference in being having a mental illness and being crazy. Okay. There's a big difference in having a mental illness and being crazy. I don't know why they try to put that together. Yes, he was very nice looking. Shame on him, but he didn't want to date dude. The F is wrong with these demons. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. I had to get back on to talk about that. I gotta make my way on over to Arkansas, child, which is about a 45-minute drive from where I am. 30, no, uh, 30 minutes, 30-minute drive. I gotta make my way over here and do some stuff for my client and make my way back. So I'll make it there. I'll be over there for about 4 hours. All right, you guys. I want you guys to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys getting on, but I gotta run. I wish I could stay on longer, but I gotta go. I gotta go out and work. Okay. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.